Even
Food
if you
review.
I
do not
think it
buy
will be. It's a
Food review.
surprise meal. I guess, cause he didn't
I
tell me
can
what it
smell it through the
was.
mic. I can smell
So,
it through.
but thank you, Callus, for watching the stream. Or when you do, thank you so much, puppy. I don't know what this is, but
Food
hopefully
review.
it's not gonna kill me. So,
Hopefully you
just
didn't kill
kidding.
you.
I'm kidding. He would never do that.
Never,
Hopefully.
My last meal, guys.
never.
It's very sus. He did not tell
Hopefully,
me at all
hopefully it
what
tastes
it was.
alright.
Oh,
Okay.
I got him,
just.
Oh,
man.
it's my favorite. It's fucking steak.
Oh, that looks nice.
Alright. Hopefully it's not burnt though. It doesn't look burnt.
Hopefully it's not dog shit, fucking piece of shit. Fucking.
Nah, he would never. He would never.
Hopefully it's not raw in the center. You know what a fucking
Alright,
asshole.
let's have a look.
The juice is gone in the mouth.
Better
Oh dang,
raw
it's
than
perfect.
just
It's medium
burnt.
rare. He knows.
Is it a
Better raw
Alright.
than burnt.
is it a steak or
Yo,
is
that
it
actually
pork?
looks good.
I think it's steak.
Okay, if it was
Yeah.
if,
It's like-
if it was pork and you're like medium rare.
Medium pork.
What about chicken? What about chicken?
Oh, dude,
Medium rare chicken. My favorite.
I actually
Very
eat
good.
I eat rare chicken all the time, bro. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'll put it in the pan, I'll
What?
cook it, I'll cut it open, right, and it'll still be raw a little bit in the center, and I'm like, I could,
Dude,
I could get out of my seat,
Mm.
and I could cook the
Man,
chicken,
this is
stop
amazing.
doing that.
but I didn't. I just sat down and ate it. I haven't gotten salmonella yet.
Oh my
so
god.
Stop.
Thank you so much, Callus.
Stop what?
And I actually wasn't gonna get dinner because of this game. Actually, I was gonna skip dinner. Probably get
Why?
like
Why would you
food
do
later.
that?
But
I'm stuck in
fortunately, he
the
came
voice.
in. He came in and fed me.
Yeah, thank
Alright.
God for him feeding our DM. Jesus, Ethan.
All right, so we're gonna roll up some new characters for anyone who needs them, and then we'll prepare everyone else after that. But I don't think we need any new characters.
That's a first.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
It normally takes like 45 minutes to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, there's freaking questions and everything sometimes. You know, asking me what this does or that.
Yeah, fuck those new players.
I mean, I
I mean, without new players, we will not survive. But
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
It's-
I'm right here. I just played one session.
Nah, you're not new. It's
nah,
fine.
you're good.
I've played 3
no, the
sessions.
ones that are
and it's
the
my
worst-
third character.
Are the ones who hop in the game and like leave, you know,
After
Yeah.
the
and
character's
just
been
waste a
created.
fucking hour of our game time.
Oh, dude, it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
much worse.
Hop in
than
our game, make a character, and leave. Like, bruh.
Bruh.
Alright.
I mean, I was about to leave like today at hour 2, but I can stay.
No, you're good. Yeah. You have a good reason to. The game didn't start very early at all. It was supposed to start at 10:00, but no one showed up, so we rescheduled.
Yeah, it was pretty early for me. It was like 3 a.m.
I was watching a movie, you know.
Yeah, the 10:00 game is good time for the Americans to play, or Canadians.
Yeah, I'm not
But
gonna
none
lie.
of them showed up, except for
can-
like Subtle.
You can listen.
That was the only one.
I prefer it whenever you start games at random ass times that are really unfortunate for me because then I get to be like, oh guys, sorry, I have a D&D game. I don't want to hang out with you.
Hmm.
Fucking hate people, man.
At
They're so-
random times. Mm.
They're like, hey, you want to go to the movies? No, I don't want to fucking go to the movies. You think I want to go in a public space?
I just want to stay in my room, play D&D.
Yeah, come on, guys. I don't like people.
I mean, it sounds like the dream to me. The
Fucking
American
yeah.
dream.
Alright, so we'll start with we'll just start top to bottom. So, Brett is first. As Uri,
So,
you have 101 silver.
oh fuck.
Do you need to do anything to prepare for this adventure?
I got a
He's
100
stacked.
silver? What the fuck? Where did I get that?
Where did you get?
I don't even remember where I got 100 silver from. Jesus. Fuck. Okay. Let me get a horse real quick.
Do you want a riding horse or a draft horse?
What's the one that carries shit?
They all can carry stuff.
Oh fuck. A riding horse.
Around
But a
C.
draft horse is the cheapest and it carries just as much.
What's the one that's worth 9 silver?
That would be a fully equipped draft horse, I think.
One.
You want that one?
Yeah.
I think it's 9 silver, but let me double check. That's gonna include saddlebags and tech.
I
Everyone
lost.
else, just be ready to tell me what you need when I
I
get to you, so we don't spend too much time on prep.
lost my vape, bro. What the fuck?
Less time on prep, again as usual, the more time to game. So, and of course, prep can be done outside of the games. So if you guys have things to prepare, just message me outside of the game,
And he
so
won't
you're ready
respond.
to play
He hates
on game
everyone
day.
here.
So, all right. It says a round C is 4 silver, saddlebags and tech collectively are 5 silver. So yeah, 9 silver total. You want that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I need me some armor.
All right.
I think all I have is a helmet.
That's
Oh
right.
wait, no, cause I don't want to wear armor as a magic user, do I?
You can if you want. It's not that much of an issue in our game.
Did you change the rule again from the against your AC
Yeah,
shit?
you're fine. No,
Okay.
you're not gonna roll against it.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, let me get some armor. What's my options looking like with how poor I am? I got
Let's see.
I would have 102 silver, or no, 92 silver.
Yeah. So for buddy armor, you can afford any armor, pretty much.
Except for plate.
Plate is 55.
Wait, what? Oh
Yeah.
shit. What the fuck? What happened to the economy? Yeah, throw me some plate. Oh fuck. What the hell? That shit used to be
Yep.
115. What happened? What happened, Deacon?
It changed a while ago. Ever since fighters, we allowed fighters the second attack. Were you there for that? But that changed with it. Because no longer do you get the armor class bonus for wearing heavier armors or anything like that. Plate armor is a +4 bonus. Because we have great helmets and great shields and heavy armors. So
I have a
therefore,
question.
heavy plate, which would be 110 silvers, double the price.
Got you. Alright, so now I have. Let's math this out here. Calculating. 92 minus 55 is 30. 37. No, 47. No, 37. 37 silver left.
You can also stack armor as well, but it costs more money that way, and it's a lot heavier.
Yeah.
You can
Just
only stack the ones that are stackable, actually. So you can wear one cloth armor, one ring armor, which is the male, and then one cuirass.
oh, okay. So you can't just wear five sets of plate armor.
No, you can't. But you could wear a double plate, which is heavy plate. So
Fuck.
that's like full body, heavy
Alright,
plate.
I got you. And then does anybody here have torches or food or torches? Anybody got torches, or do I need to buy it?
I think you need to buy it because last session nobody had torches and Augustus had the torches.
I think I've got like 5 torches.
Okay.
We might need more than that.
Yeah, you definitely need some more.
I mean, yeah, but we could also use it more efficiently.
No. More efficient's bullshit. Waste resources here. All right, let me get some torches or a tinder box. 10.
Okay. Do you want a bag for it, or do you already have one?
I have a pack. I should.
Alright,
Yes.
yeah, that should be enough. Okay, that's 2 silver.
I'm down to 35. And then, does anybody else have money, or do I need to buy the food?
I have zero silver.
Alright, food I buy it is, how many pounds of food do you think we need, Egan?
Party of 5 people, so maybe 1 or 2 sets should be good. You could put on your horse.
Alright, 2 sets.
2 sets? Okay, so 60 pounds of food, 2 silvers. You're down to 33 silver.
How many arrows do I have? I accidentally deleted it a while back.
10 arrows, but I'm assuming you used some, so we're just gonna have it to 5.
Let me get another quiver of arrows.
Okay.
So 15 arrows and
52 silver left. I meant
32.
32 silver left.
And so I have a longbow, 15 arrows, knife pack, spellbook, and 60 pounds of food, 10 torches, and 20 pounds. And a horse.
Yeah. Do you need anything else?
Nah, we chillin'.
Okay. Next player is Peter's Irwin. Do you need to prepare anything?
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't have any silver, so no.
Alright, good to go. So 2 players readied up. And then Voski.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
I don't think I have enough silver, do I?
Mm.
Can you check for me?
Mhm. You have 12.5. Wait, that's not updated. Go to updated one. Okay. Yeah, you have 12.5 silver.
Okay. Can I hire like a retainer or
Sure. Um, who are you looking for? You looking for? Do you just want to see who's available, or do you want to search for
yeah,
someone
yeah,
in
yeah.
particular?
No, I'm just gonna go who's available.
Okay. So there are normal men available at all times that you might hire on. These guys have little to nothing, right? But if you're looking for adventuring types that are looking to be hired, perhaps, last week your character was able to um, meet with one man named Eddard. And Eddard, he's a man at arms, level 0. He has a he wears a club and a dagger on his belt. Before this, he was a failed tradesman, and um, he's looking for maybe a pay of 2 silver per day. You can meet his standard offer. You get a +1 bonus to the reaction check on whether he will be hired or not. If you can meet it. If you can provide more, you'll get a higher bonus, and if you provide less, then of course there's a lower chance you'll be recruited. So let's say you met with him a few days ago, right? How would you introduce yourself to Eddard?
Okay, well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Bosky, and I'm here to hire you as my retainer.
Ah,
Going to be
okay. Uh, uh, so you've heard that I was looking for work as a man at arms.
yes, that is correct.
Very good. Well, you found the right man. I'm hoping for 2 silver a day. Would that be within your means?
That would be most fine.
And standard accommodation, food and drink, place to sleep.
Mm-mm. That would be okay. As long
Perfect.
as you do well on our adventure, I will be
Ah,
giving you that depend that
of
much.
course. Well then, you're alright with what services I currently provide, yes? I will fight for you. I will
Thank you.
fight with my life if need be. As long as you're willing to pay.
That would be much needed. Thank you.
Well then, it has been a pleasure meeting you this evening, Boski. I will see you in a few days, I suppose. Your your adventures, your party shall be meeting here again, I suppose, early in the morning or some other time.
Perhaps maybe early in the morning.
And the tavern is fine with you. We can just meet here.
Yes.
Alright then. Well, thank you for the offer. I gladly accept. Alright. So you've recruited this man is Eddard. Uh details, we'll see. NPC hired by Volsky for this week. He has no ability scores. He has 5 HP. And let's see. He has clothes besides his normal weapons, which were the club and the dagger. Additionally, he wore a set of cloth armor, gambeson. And again, yeah, his name is Eddard. Alignment is neutral, and he has a stutter. And he has no money at the moment. I'm looking for work. Okay, that's your current retainer. Okay, and then would that be it for you, Volsky?
Yeah. That would be it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Slider, your next is Magnus.
I'm pretty sure I've only got like 1 silver, so I'm good.
On my sheet, it says. It says 0 at the moment, but I'm gonna look into it.
Okay,
Yep, it looks like 0.
okay, sweet.
Alright.
I'm stacking.
Okay, ready up. And then Fortunato.
I'm good to go. I got nothing.
Alright. All members are ready, so prep time is over. So come back in 5 minutes and the game shall begin. So I'll see you guys in 5. Grab your drinks, pencil and paper.
Gang shit.
Right. So we have one fighter, a bunch of magic users, and a cleric.
M is for magic user, right?
Yes.
Oh, there's a lot of magic users.
Yes. Oh no, what happened to your thief, Sylvie? Tragic. God damn it. Where'd Ekin go? He already finished his food.
How does XP work in this version of D&D again? I forgot. I
Old
think
school.
Ekin told me. Yeah, I think Ekin told me yesterday, but I forgot. How does it work?
Who's asking?
Me, Peter. I'm pretty new.
Um, how does it work? I mean,
Yeah, like how do you gain XP basically?
oh, gain XP. You put silver into experience points unless you changed it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
been about 5 minutes, so we're going to get started. I think prayer time only took about 30 minutes. So that was good. Good job, guys. Let's see. Our party, our party has the bare minimum, right, of what we need, which is torches, food, and weapons. So we're good for a hunt. Okay. Need to note all of our members down real quick. Alright, so this week it is currently early May of year 11, and your party once again finds themselves starting out from the village of Gibalon. The campaign against Castle Ruins Volta may continue if you guys choose that, or choose to, but of course you can seek adventure elsewhere as per usual. Tonight you will of course gather around at the tavern, discussing your plans and um, finalizing what exactly you're planning to do for this week's adventure. So everyone here is a seasoned crew member. You've all had at least one adventure under your belt, and some of you more than others, of course. But you're all level 1 still, so um, we still got some experienced members though, at the very least. So should be fine, even though this crew is considered to be smaller. Fortunately, I think one of you have recruited a retainer, so you do have 6 members. That helps, if that helps. So we'll have a man at arms joining us. It's Eddard. But of House Bread, we have Uri the medium. Of House Peter, we have Erwin the veteran. Of House Sylvia, we have Voski the medium and her retainer Eddard. We have of House Sliders, Magnus the medium, and of House Valo is Fortunato the acolyte. So that's your party's pretty well balanced. No thieves, but plenty of magic users and a fighter and a cleric at the end, and a man at arms. So, alright, not too bad. So, seated around the tavern as you are right now, this is the time to discuss your plans for this week. So, but for those who haven't heard, um, new adventure may be had far to the east. Uh, People have been talking about perhaps a part of adventurers might prepare for an expert level campaign or adventure off to the east if they feel they are ready for it. But there's a famed location that few have survived and even fewer have even gone too far into it. But there's a Castle Dyson to the east, so it's a famed location, Castle Ruin Dyson, and it's supposedly the dungeon below it supposedly goes very very deep. It's one of the deepest dungeon levels, or deepest dungeons that are known that may be explored. But
I have a
it's
question.
mhm.
Is it the dungeon we visited yesterday?
Mm-mm. That would be a basic
Oh,
level
okay.
dungeon nearby.
Oh, okay.
That's within a day's travel, so that's Castle Ruin Volta, southeast of you. There's one a few days travel to the east. Um, yeah, that's Castle Ruin Dyson. So some call it Dyson's Delve, right? The Dyson's Delve. All right. So from the village of Gavelon, what is your plan for this week? We all on board for continuing the campaign against Castle Ruin Volta, or would you like to try something differently?
I'm in favor of continuing the castle. I think we should do something that'll help us out in the future, though. Like we could reclaim the hamlet, but I don't think we have enough people to actually fight all those undead. And we have the rat nest. That's kind of been a thorn at our sides. I think we could probably plan on clear out the rat nest.
Right, that's good. So making some more specific goals on what you might try to accomplish at the ruins this adventure.
Yep. And would we get money for bringing back rat heads too? Would those be
Yes,
sellable?
definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I tell the party. I mean, we're also in dire need of money. The first level's pretty much cleared out, and I think the getting some rat heads would help us out with some money, so we can prepare for like going into level 2.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right.
Right. Perhaps not the most enticing idea, hunting down some giant rats, but it can be quite profitable and helpful in future delves. No one has bothered to deal with them yet, so they haven't really been a major threat. All right. If that is all there is to discuss, your party will get some rest, perhaps on the outskirts of town as per usual. They will sleep among each other's company with a fire. No tents, nothing like that, just out in the open countryside. Unless otherwise decided. This will cost you some of your food. We do have a pot or two with us, so you can make soup, which will save um, your food, right? You will lose less food. As long as you have a pot, food, and an open water source. So instead of losing out on 5 days of food, you only lose 66% of 5 days of food. So 23% or 33% less. So that's about, let's see, that's about 3.33. So we'll say that's about 4 days of food. So you're down to 56 after dinner, and after breakfast in the morning, you're down to 52 pounds of food. All right. Oh, what's up? You're back.
What up, bitch?
1 second, guys.
Excuse me.
God damn, that boy got some legs on him. Then you got Egan's leg right there. He has his short socks on.
Training socks. He's just been hustling.
Oh no, bro. The Hanes fucking thing isn't even on the middle of his foot. It's like off. It's like off to the right a little bit, bro.
Are you roasting his socks?
Ah, no, he didn't put them on right. You gotta have like like whenever it has words on it, you gotta have them like in the center of your foot.
I mean,
Ah,
yeah, true.
he took off his headset. He heard me talking. Oh, look at him. He loves his got his legs crossed and shit. Ew, is his leg bent like backwards? Look at that. You see that? Is his own leg? The knee bent
Yeah,
backwards,
I
bro.
can see it.
He's down bad for this dude. Motherfucker bent
That's
his
what
leg back.
military does for you.
Oh, but the other dude, he has some beefy ass fucking quads. You see that shit?
Yeah, I saw that.
That shit was fat, bro. Had a whole ham on him.
Imagine the camera just zooming onto Eakin's like legs or whatever.
Let me take a couple screenshots for sure, bro.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, here we go. Screenshot number 1, homie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, I gotta save image. Add this to my Beacon folder. Sir, yes, sir. Oh fuck, I have to add a new folder. I completely forgot how to do that. You know, I add it to my camera roll. Yes, sir. Yes, another one of the Eakin collection. Oh, dude, there's another one. Another one right there. Another pose of his tootsies. Bro can't escape me. It's zooming. Holy shit.
Yo, I told
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. Next photo. Next photo.
I told
Ah,
you.
god damn it. I wasn't quick enough with it.
Brad, you sound a little too excited.
What are you talking about? Egan is like the most divine man on earth. Come on now. Everybody knows this. He's gonna come back and he's like, oh man, sorry guys, I gotta go be the barracks bunny real quick. Wait, we're on
Jesus.
stream. We're on stream and I'm
Yeah.
Egan, I love you man, I promise. It's just harmless fun. Harmless jokes. He's next thing you guys know I'm gonna be banned.
Oh right, he's streaming. I forgot about that.
Everything I have is on it's on document. Shit bro. Here, let me go watch the stream real quick.
I'm already doing that.
Was it Twitch? Fuck. I need to get back to did he post it this time?
I think he paused it. Oh no, never mind.
Oh bro, it's thunderstorming outside. I might lose power, but that's all cool. Bro, he didn't post it like he does the other times. Where the fuck is the stream at? There it is. I found it. Right. I have to go back.
Alright,
Hello.
sorry about the interruption, boys. My boy just got back
No
from
problem.
I resumed in the legs.
Okinawa or Kadena. He was on a debt or like a deployment, but it's pretty much a vacation for them. So he's telling me about it.
Yes.
No problem.
Nothing
All
happened
right,
while you were gone.
but if everything's good to go, we're just gonna get this travel on the way. The usual route, unless otherwise decided. You guys go with that?
Didn't we need to buy oil and fire for the residence or like a
Oh,
hook or something?
you need to buy some stuff before we head out. That's fine.
Oh,
Okay. So what else do we need to purchase before we leave the village?
I heard mention somebody else said like we needed a hook or and like fire or something. I think that might have been let's see. I think it was Eden that said that, but I don't know.
Said we needed what?
For the rat's nest, because I think it's on the ceiling, isn't it?
Don't fucking just get an oil flask, light it on fire, and toss it up there. It'll smash and burn it.
Okay. Does anybody have an oil flask?
No, I don't.
See how much.
Like what? 3 silver?
Oh, it's for flaming one. It's 5 silver pieces. I have 4. 4 silver.
I donate a silver piece to homeboy. Gotta give to the poor.
Okay. We'll buy 1 flaming oil flask then.
Okay, so Fortunato, you're paying 4, and then he pays 1.
Yes.
You can put your forearm on cam real quick. Yes, screenshot. God damn it. I'm missing it by a millisecond.
Alright, let's see. 0 silver left for Fortunato. And is Fortunato gonna hold on to it? Or someone else?
I'd say somebody else hold on to it, because I only have a sack.
The sack can carry it.
Alright then, yeah, I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
Balin coming in with the big brain moves.
Alright, you purchase a thing of flaming oil. And is that everything? Or did you mean to purchase a hook as well?
I have no money for a hook, but I think that's it. Unless anybody else wants to buy something.
Are we good? We chilling?
Alright.
Alright, good to go. So, from Gavilan, you will begin the march to Castle Ruins Volta. This is a 12-mile march, 4 leagues along the river. Is this the route you guys, or the course of travel you guys want to take, or do you want to take a different course of travel? You're about to march along the river.
That's good.
You gotta go? Okay. Alright. So, during your journey, the weather picks up, and halfway through it, it begins to storm pretty hard. It's a rainstorm.
Oh no.
It's not as deadly as, say, a snowstorm, but you could put your party at risk of getting sick out here if you march through it
But
without shelter.
we don't have a choice because we don't have tents.
So it starts to rain pretty hard. Do you guys want to march through the rain, or do you want to find shelter out here?
Is it nighttime currently?
Huh?
Is it nighttime or daytime?
It's afternoon.
Afternoon.
It's about
Okay.
12 in the afternoon when this happens.
I'll say we can carry on, unless you guys want to get shelter that bad.
No, I mean, there is no shelter around us. Usually, like, if you want to stop in the middle of, like, weather, you have tents packed, but we don't.
Yeah.
So, either stay and risk getting sick, or move forward and risk getting sick. So, it's either make some progress and hopefully not get sick, or don't make any progress and hopefully not get sick. So, march forward's probably the best option.
It's still raining, right? It just began to storm, and your party is getting soaked. So you're either gonna try to stay dry, or you're gonna get soaked, right? For the next 4 so hours of marching left.
What are we doing, boys?
How long? Another 4 hours of marching.
Marching.
Marching? Okay. Anyone object? Manya says march. Early says we march on. Volsky and Erwin, Fortunato, what do you think? You're getting wet. It's getting cold.
Let's march. I'd say.
Let's
All right.
march.
You finished the trip. Throughout the march, the chance of getting disease was there, so no chance to roll against that. But now you're gonna make a saving throw against disease. If you pass, nothing to worry about. If you fail, you get the cold. At the worst, you'll get a fever, and that fever could kill you if not
It's like
taken
a
care
one
of
in-
properly.
It's like a 1 in
All right.
2 chance.
So Uri, magic user, disease is 13 for you. What's your wisdom?
Oh fuck. Hold on. It's a 10. Yes sir. Yes sir.
You gonna go? Shall I roll for you, or do you want to use the bot?
Oh,
Or you
you
have
can
your own
roll.
dice?
You can roll.
Okay.
I have to charge my phone before I pull out the better cam.
Nat 20. All right. You're
Okay.
fine. Next is Irwin, the veteran. Do you know your wisdom?
Yeah. Let me real quick.
All right. 11.
Yeah, it's going.
Oh,
Pass.
you're good, man.
Okay. And Volsky, the medium. Do you know your
It is
wisdom?
10.
Pass. All right. The retainer failed.
Hey, nat
Okay.
1 now.
There's a 1 in 4 chance it's lethal. On a 1, he gets a fever and can die from it. Alright, he has the common cold. It's a -1 penalty until until he recovers. Spends the day resting properly. But the retainer has currently got the common cold. Okay. He'll get a -1 penalty to attack and damage rolls. Next is Magnus the medium. Needs a 13 or higher. Do you know your wisdom? Magnus?
Oh yeah, sorry. What was
Wisdom?
that? Wisdom 12.
Is that the ambulance?
And he failed.
Fuck.
What the fuck?
He's got the common cold.
Fuck.
It's fine.
It won't kill you, but it's definitely a hindrance.
Someone get me a blanket.
Eat some vitamin gummies.
Alright, and next is Fortunato.
I'll
Do you
be
know
right
your
back.
wisdom?
14.
Trying to get my camera to zoom out. There we go. 14 plus 1 bonus. Pass. Okay. So all but 2 got sick. Or, sorry, all but 3. No, 4. Yeah, all but 4 got sick, so only 2 of you got sick on the march. Or on the way there. By the end of the day's march, you see the Kasserun Zavolta from a safe distance. You are at the distance of 110 yards. Would you like to encamp from here, or do you want to press on? It's still raining pretty heavily. Let me see if the storm ends. Okay, so the storm did end near the end of the day's march. So about 4 hours after the day's march, yeah, that's when it ended. So it kept raining after you got there, and it would rain for the next 4 hours. So you want to rest out here, or do you want to press on into the ruins?
I could imagine we should probably wait. We need to rest a bit before heading into the ruins.
Alright, so one camp.
Yeah, let's encamp.
Okay, so Fortunato and Magnus are preparing camp. Volsky, Erwin, and Uri, what would you like to do?
I'd like to check on my retainer.
Yeah, he's pretty sick. Aaron, what were you saying?
Uh, I don't know. I'll just kind of rest.
Start resting. And Uri. All right. As Urin, takes a seat in the rain and rests, Uri's just kind of standing around.
Yeah, sorry.
Volsky's talking with the retainer, and Magnus and Forsnell, they're going out to get wood and
I'm
prepare a
back.
fire.
I there's a fire truck and
Oh, I see.
ambulance. I make
All
sure
right,
my grandma wasn't dying.
good to go. Um, Uri, is there anything you would like to do? The march is over, and some of us are preparing to camp, some of us are standing around.
Oh, I'll help prepare to camp. Where are we
Okay.
camping at?
Right now we're along the river. Where would you guys like to camp? There can be hills along the river. There's a lot of forest. Are you looking for perhaps shelter though? A place that might provide shelter from the rain. You can build shelters, or you can try to find it.
Um, if we can build a shelter, that would be the best bet. I
That
feel
probably
like we'd waste time trying to find shelter.
probably takes a whole day though to build a shelter.
Oh, okay, yeah. If it takes a day,
With the
probably
team,
not.
you could probably get it done. Gather wood, stack wood, cover it with shrubberies. You have some shelter against the rain
It's still
to keep
raining and
dry.
we're chilling out here.
You can describe to me how you want to build your shelter.
Right?
I
Yeah,
will
we
determine how long it takes.
we go up to a tree, right?
Mhm.
And then we take long branches and we stack them like in a you know those fucking the Indian like the cone shaped fucking tents,
Mhm.
PP.
like, and then do that and then tie them around the trunk of the tree
All right. So you build a shelter made of sticks
and
around a tree.
yeah, and like leaves for a roof for protection against rain.
Mhm. You cover it with shrubberies and leaves and such. And alone, you can maybe get it done, and I would say within an hour. But with a team, you could probably get multiple done within an hour, right?
We're just standing around.
So Fortunato and Magnus, you guys want to build the same kind of shelter as Uri?
Yeah, we'll duplicate it. Yeah, we'll build the same.
Yep.
These you can build a normal size one. It will fit or house maybe one person, who will have to curl up around the tree or beneath the tree. If you want to make it larger, you could, but it would take more effort, right?
It's like hold up.
These things you can't make them too big. Uh, you can definitely try to find bigger sticks, but if you're looking for just normal sticks available, the average amount of sticks, given that most would be large enough to house a normal man, so one stacked, right? You'll find small sticks, large sticks, medium sticks, and they're on average though. If you're just going for whatever sticks you can get, you're gonna build a shelter large
Like
enough for
this.
one man in an hour. So.
I'm gonna copy an image. I didn't word it properly. It's like this. It's like I'll put it in roleplay. Was the wrong fucking image. Give me a second. Copy image.
Alright, so Uri's still going over the plan and how he's going to make a shelter while the rest of you are getting soaked. Erwin is waiting around. Volsky, you're going to talk to your retainer for a little bit, and maybe you might take a different action after. So you sit down with your retainer, he's cold and sickly. What do you want to talk to him about?
I'm just gonna try checking up on him, like making sure he's not like hurt or anything like that.
Eh, besides, this cold, I think I'll be fine, sir.
Honestly, as long as you live, it's okay.
I agree. If you need help with anything, please let me know. I will be ready to help.
There's no need for that. You just stay and rest.
Alright. So there's nowhere to really hide from the rain at the moment. You guys are still getting soaked.
I
And some of you are preparing shelters. Uri's
posted
going
in roleplay.
around figuring out how to build one. In the meantime, Magnus and Fortunato, would you like to work on the idea that he already provided? Stack whatever sticks you can find around the trees and create a shelter for one man. You can each create your own.
Uh,
Yeah, if it only takes an hour, we should all make our own, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, sounds like the best course of action.
Yeah.
Okay, after an hour of work, Fortunato and Magnus together, you get to work, and the others, I'm not sure if they're gonna try anything else. Velocity, throughout the next hour or so, is there anything else you want to do besides wait the rain out or rest?
Would it be a good time to hunt for some food?
Really not.
Erwin, you want to go out and hunt? You'll be splitting from the party though.
Well, I don't want to go too far away, but I'll go and look for some, for like a deer or something.
Alright, so how far do you want to go out from your party? Because nowhere near do you see any sign of deer, so you're gonna have to go pretty far before you might see one.
I'll go around maximum of 70 feet.
In which direction? The river's east of you. And you're in the forested hills. In the forested hills.
I'll go to the east since maybe deers will be drinking there. Although it's highly unlikely because it's raining.
So your party is standing along the river right now. You mean to cross the
Oh,
river
the river. Oh, the river is.
So you're on
Oh,
the
okay.
river is east of you. You're on the west side of the river right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna go to the west. Just look.
West into the forest.
That.
Okay.
Yeah, but I won't wander off too far. Like 70
You're
feet
going about
maximum.
70 feet from your party's position on your own. It's not very far, but
Yeah.
it's far enough for us to kill you before you can retreat. So, um, let's see. Volsky, was there anything else you wanted to do besides wait with your retainer?
Yeah, I'll go help with the setting up camp.
Okay.
I posted the
So,
picture in roleplay.
Uri, did you figure it out?
Yeah, it's in roleplay.
As they were constructing, you were planning. Something like that. That would
Yeah.
definitely take way more than an hour to create.
Yeah. I mean, like, use barks.
And you're probably gonna need some tools too, like an axe, it looks like, given
mean-
the shape of some of those sticks
I mean, like,
and logs.
I mean, shouldn't, because it's stormed a couple times. I'm sure some trees have fallen over and eaten shit.
If you're just looking for the wood, it would just take you longer to gather.
Fair enough.
Versus if you can just cut the wood down to the size you need it to be.
Fair enough. I guess the one-man huts are gonna have to do.
The one man hut is the idea is, you know, this is your standard kind of basic shelter that any man could build. You're just grabbing whatever sticks you can find, large, small, medium, and creating a cone around a single tree. Like you said in the beginning.
Yeah, like a one-man hut. Like yeah, same
That
thing.
shelter could take about a day to create.
Yeah, fair enough.
Given the amount of rest you need and the amount of wood that you need to cut down to size.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Within the next 4 hours, the first half shelters Magnus and Fortunato, who are able to start getting dry. Vilsky as well. And later it would be Uri. The only ones without the shelter would be the retainer and Irwin. Those guys would be soaked still throughout the next few hours that they continue to storm. And they're at risk of disease again.
Or retainers.
One man did leave the party to go out to hunt. It was Irwin, the veteran. He went off 70 feet into the woods, observing for any deer. And he's still pretty close to the party's position for any deer to be around. But he can definitely wait around 70 feet away from the party, increasing the chance of one coming by while the party creates shelters. Naturally, with the party being to the east, there's a lot of noise being made, which will drive away any large game. So everyone, if you want, you can position yourself 70 feet and wait for an approaching animal, if that's what you plan to do.
Well, how long are we keeping the camp for?
It's probably for the night. Party's pretty tired. They're building shelters in a tired state.
Um, well, I'll kind of wait an hour and then head back.
Alright, you give it an hour here by yourself, and nothing came by. Just not enough time for anything to really wander by.
Yeah, well then
Uh,
I'll kind of go back.
Alright, the party's regrouped back at the camp, and the rest of you who don't have shelters, you might be advised to build one to get dry. Um, you do have to make a fire to get warm and dry off. The shelter will protect you against the rain, but it won't dry you off really. If you want to air dry, it will take too long. So, how do you guys want to build a fire out here in the rain?
Could you not do it underneath the shelter?
You want to set your shelter on fire? They're pretty small. If large enough fire or normal sized fire, right, would not fit in such a shelter. It would protect you if you curled up and, you know, they're not that big. Again, they
Yeah.
only can house maybe one person.
It's still raining, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Just
It
stormed
should be
over.
raining for the rest of the night, it looks like.
Um. Well, guys, I guess we can.
So this is constructed, something like this again, is constructed within an hour. Of course, you covered it with shrubberies. I posted a picture of it in roleplay. But that can be constructed within an hour. That's what most of you created. Large enough to sleep in, but not large enough to build a fire within.
Yeah. Mm. Well, what kind of ground are we on? Is it like muddy or is it?
It's pretty muddy right now because it's been raining for the past
Yeah.
few hours or day.
True. Yeah. Anything we build on the ground's gonna not really take off, I think. Uh.
It's storming, thundering, and very wet. This this spring day. It's early May.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we can make a fire, but we have to maybe stack some things on top of each other, maybe some logs, some rocks, and then build like a fire maybe above a little bit
we
of
could
above
we
the
could
ground.
make another shelter, just for a fire.
Just for the fire, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And build it above the ground too, because the ground is muddy.
Yeah, maybe lay some stones or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Fortunato is gonna get started like on another like shelter like the one we built just for the fire though. And we're gonna try to put some stones, I guess, like in the middle of it, and then get some. Try to find like the driest twigs and shrubbery that we can, and put on top of the stones. Just try to set it on fire.
Okay, so you're
While they
trying to
do
build
that,
this separate shelter for just a fire, and it's gonna get pretty smoky.
while they
Um,
do that, can I make a retainer?
can you do what?
Make a shelter for the poor retainer?
Yeah,
It's just soaking in the rain.
yeah. You help him create a shelter for himself.
Yeah.
So you guys work on that. Did Erwin want to make his own shelter as well? He comes back, he's still wet, nowhere to rest.
So wait, the others are making a shelter for everyone or just for themselves?
Everyone's making a shelter for themselves.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna make a shelter for myself as well. But also, if I can help others as well.
Help what?
Help others also with their shelter.
Okay. Well, if no one else has a shelter, by the time you finish yours, then you can help. But I think you're the one that needs help. So you're soaked and cold,
It's an investigation
and
for
this calls
Butterbeer.
for more disease checks. So, um, those who continue working in the second part of the day, uh, that don't have shelter, you're gonna get wet, and at least you can draw off if the fire is made, and then you won't be sleeping soaked, increasing your chances of sickness. But Uri, you took some more time to build shelters. You're helping to build another shelter for the fire. Someone has to go gather wood for a fire. So Uri works harder throughout the rest of the day. Today is not a great day for adventures, unfortunately, since it's raining so hard. Alright. Uri, it looks like you got sick,
Magic.
and you have a fever.
Oh, damn.
Alright. With a fever, after a couple more hours of working out here, the cold escalates pretty quickly for you. And you start to feel nauseous, lightheaded, you get the chills to the point where you actually just collapse on your knees. No one realizes you kind of overworked yourself and caught a fever while working out here in the rain. You just suddenly collapse halfway throughout
Well,
the effort of building these shelters. He's
wait,
collapsed from exhaustion and from, of course, a
Is
fever.
your retainer
I
would
have a
notice, yeah?
question. Is my
Delicious.
is my shelter done yet?
No,
Oh, okay. 'Cause
we're
I
still
Good,
was
constructing
okay.
them. And as for
good.
constructing them, we're getting sick.
The retainer that was helping build a shelter, they would notice I passed out, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Alright, one moment. I'm gonna write on your sheet that you're now suffering from a fever. We're gonna see who else got sick within the second part of the day. Alright, the ones who are cold again are Eddard, Uri, and Fortunato, right? Okay. Uh, let's see. We're gonna check for Erwin now. Uh, to see if Erwin gets sick or not. 19, nope. We're gonna see Volsky. 9, Volsky has a common cold now. Or actually, let's see if it's a fever. Yeah, just a common cold from the rain. Eddard already has the cold, so pretty much when we roll, there's gonna be a 1 in 4 chance he outright just dies, and there's a 3 in 4 chance he gets a fever.
Jeez.
Nat 20, alright, he's fine. Magnus gets sick. Magnus, let's see if he gets a fever or not. No fever, just a cold. If your fever is not tended to, you will be dead within a few days.
How do
So
we tend to our fevers?
you need complete rest, and you're bedridden for pretty much a week.
A week? Fucking hell. Okay.
Fever is pretty harsh. A cold, you'll be bedridden or you need to rest for maybe a day.
Oh,
Now, if you have
okay.
medicine, you can of course shorten the time that you need to rest. A
What is
fever, if you
a
have proper medicine, it might take only a day, and then a cold, it might only take an hour if you have really good medicine. So,
can I choose to rest early?
uh, we just rolled for you just now, right? You got a cold.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So you're still working. Like halfway through your work, you're getting the cold
Okay.
because you choose to work during the second part of the day, which is the time when you're supposed to be resting already. But you just
Okay.
have to work overtime to survive the night. Fortunato, you can of course stop halfway or at that very moment when you catch a cold, you can stop working. Fortunato already has a cold, so he has a risk of getting a fever for sure if it fails the saving throw, or of course just dying outright over exhaustion. 2, rolling 1 in 4 chance of dying from disease. That is a 1.
That.
Alright, suddenly Fortunato collapses. He'll get a saving throw versus death to just outright die. So
I'm gonna die.
10. You needed an 11 as a cleric, or was it an 8? What's your saving throw for a cleric? Dying of disease today. Looks like.
Let me see right now.
I think it's an 8 actually for death. Wait, is that dwarf? Dwarf is 8. Okay, cleric is 11.
Yeah, it's 11, level 1.
Alright, your wisdom score is +1, so you get it on the dot.
Okay.
So you don't die outright, but you're pretty much good as dead. You collapse on the ground with a fever, and you're in such a state that when they do find you, you know, you're on your way back carrying some wood to build around the tree that you guys are building a second shelter on.
Yeah.
When they do find you on the ground, you're pale and you're blue, right? You were actually vomiting from the cold, the sickness, and you nearly choked on your own vomit. So they find you, you're very blue and barely breathing. They have to perform CPR on you. And the permanent damage is going to be probably from this cold, it's going to be like pneumonia, you know? So long-term lung sickness from this cold. So you're going to constantly have a cold then. Like pneumonia doesn't go away on its own usually. It takes a long time to go away on its own. So you got the -1 from just a lung disease. You now have a permanent injury from this event.
Okay.
Let's see. You're supposed to
We're
die
a
right
day's
there.
travel worth of. There's
Okay.
There's a day
Fortunato
travel.
cannot move. He's unconscious. He's far too sick to even wake up. You guys try to shake him awake in the middle of the rain storm, and he just does not wake up at all. You can find that you can make him breathe again. You do some CPR on him, try to clean out his throat, his airway. He does start to breathe again, fortunately, but he's not in a good state at all. So I'm gonna write lung disease on Fortunato. He's bedridden for a week. The expedition looks like it's failing because of weather. We made some bad decisions this afternoon. We tried to make good ones, but we did not work as a team. Therefore, we could not get the job done in a timely manner. And therefore, people are getting sick and dropping from exhaustion. So we already have various casualties, and we might not even get through the night. But with the amount of manpower we have currently, the fire does get built, the shelter does get made, a stack of wood does get gathered. That's about 3 people working. Most of us are sickly now. We have a man down in a fever and 1 man down and more than a fever, right? This guy is fever, and of course he's got a fever which can, if his current injury is not tended to, he will be dead pretty soon, but you guys are trying to take care of him ASAP. So you guys, of course, I would say, did the normal thing, which was be to clear out the system, or did we not want to help him? Who wanted to take the time to ensure Fortunato is healthy?
I'll do it.
Erwin?
Yeah.
Okay, Erwin is not cold yet or sickly. He was the one to go and find Fortunato and clear his system and give him CPR and or some compressions and get him to stay conscious, or to stay breathing at least and alive. And therefore you could not really work as much as everyone else. But throughout the second part of the day, we did see that Manus accomplished the shelter. Edward made his own shelter. Volsky was resting in his shelter, I would say. And Uri gathered a stack of wood. I need one man for the fire, actually, to build the fire. I would say, Uri, since you're gathering the wood, you also built the fire under the shelter after it was created. So we did get a fire going, at the very least, by the time the day's work is ending. But in the end of it, or the resulting, the results were very bad though. 4 of you got the cold before you couldn't dry off and start warming up again. And 1 of you, or no, 3 of you got the cold, and 2 of you got the fever. And one of the ones who got a fever, or got also lung disease as well. Okay. Alright. And near the end of or near midnight is when it finally stops raining. But the forest is very wet, and your surroundings are soaked. Most of your gear is still wet. You try to drain it of water, but you do your best to dry up around the fire. Most of your shelters are close enough to the fire where you can feel some of the warmth. But for the most part, until the rain stopped, you guys were just shivering under your little shelters until you could get close to the fire. The one shelter that does have fire in it. And when the rain stopped, that's when you would actually be able to start warming up and drying your clothes for the next day. But tonight you rest, and the rest is not going well at all because most of you are trying to dry off throughout the night. So you don't get to sleep until very late, and you probably won't get to start the day until later in the afternoon on day 2 because of that. The second day shift, nothing occurred, and nothing occurred at night either while you were asleep, when you finally did get some sleep. But because we worked throughout the night to dry our clothes, we actually slept throughout the first part of the day, and therefore you don't actually start work until the afternoon. If you want, you can just relax for this day, do a full day of rest pretty much, and then work on day 3. But it's day 2, afternoon already. It's already 4 in the afternoon. Your clothes are dry. It's not raining anymore, I think.
I'd say one more day rest would be a good idea, since there's a couple of us with a common cold. Would our common cold already be recovered from, or would that extra day rest help us out?
The extra day of rest would definitely help out. You would recover from the common cold if you do
Okay,
a
yeah,
full day of
I'd
rest.
say since it's already 4 in the afternoon, we should spend another day resting, another night.
But that's also assuming we don't have bad weather and we don't get another like a wandering monster check. I'd say it's probably just best to head back to town and rest there. Because we're out here in the wilderness, it's dangerous to stay out at night if
Yeah.
so we can avoid it.
Um,
Like expedition's already lost. Like we're in bad
Yeah, we
shape,
made
and we don't have food either. We don't have enough
pretty
food
bad
to
call.
last.
Uri
Right.
had a horse,
We're in a
right?
rough spot. As
Uri
you
has
were sleeping throughout the day, though, there was an occurrence. Hopefully, our watchmen were able to react properly and probably, or maybe drive off the monsters or get everyone to safety. But this person turned out to be, it was Magnus's watch. Everyone was sound asleep after a long day of exhaustion. Right? You overworked the party yesterday. We did not get any sleep last night because we were up all night drying our clothes, and it's around 12 in the afternoon. Everyone's sleeping still, and you're awake. You're on watch. You are assigned the duty of watch, right, or to look after the party in case of wandering monsters. And in the afternoon, you started to hear what sounded like something landing in the trees, something buzzing. I sounded um like a little mosquito around you. you just started feeling a lot of mosquitoes around you and flies gathering around your camp, but no one's decaying or dying. Just a lot of bugs are landing on your members, and it's getting all humid.
Hmm.
Did you want to report this? That was pretty much it. Lots of flies,
Um,
swarms of flies started gathering around your party, and
would it
especially
would it be any use to use my detect magic? No, detect magic spell. No, actually, no, never mind. Excuse that. I was thinking of a different spell, which I don't have. Um, could I notify one of my people? Could I wake up
yeah, you
Peter?
start to wake up party members if you
Okay.
want, disturbing their sleep. Now, if you do interrupt their sleep, they'll have to sleep
I
longer if they want to
who
benefit.
is the most healthy? Who's not
Me,
being
I am.
damaged?
Me.
It is Peter. Okay, yeah. Could I wake up Peter and just alert him to it?
You mean Erwin? Erwin, you don't talk in your
Owen,
sleep.
sorry,
So Erwin was staying up the
Owen.
whole night then, so he's not getting any sleep. So, uh, Magnus, you went to go see what Erwin was up to. He wasn't sleeping at all. He was already awake. We'll see.
Hey,
So,
Owen. There's a lot of bugs and flies around the camp. I don't know what's going on, but I haven't seen anything like this.
Maybe we can drive them away with a torch or something. But that would be pretty stupid lighting up a torch for nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. We just need to stay alert.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a nap. Uh, but I'm gonna stay alert. I'm
Okay,
sure of
I'll
that.
keep watch. I'll alert you if something goes on.
If anything goes wrong, you should definitely wake me up.
alright.
Don't bother on others because I think they're not doing that well.
Yeah, we'll let him rest and heal.
Yeah.
Minus, in your current condition, because you have the cold, right? You got a -1. Because you haven't slept properly yet, you have a -1. Because you were overworked yesterday, you have a -1. That's a total of a -3 penalty until you're recovered fully.
Okay.
Um, and then for Eddard, because you haven't had any sleep at all, it's a -1 as well still. You pretty much have the same penalties as Magnus. Not Eddard, Erwin. You have a -1 for
Yeah.
exhaustion from yesterday's work shift. You have a -1 from um, not sleeping as well. You haven't had any sleep at all since last night. Magnus, you actually slept a little bit. Erwin hasn't. So Erwin's got a -2 from sleep deprivation. It's not just normal tiredness, it's extreme tiredness. So, you both have a -3 penalty to attack. You would not be in a fighting condition at all. Let's see.
Alright.
This is attack and damage, so you're almost helpless in a fight at least. You can do everything else pretty much fine. Um, let's see. Okay. Uh, you both are pretty much bedridden as well. I think. That's right. Force march will make you bedridden. We did a force march pretty much yesterday. So that's actually an additional -4 penalty and means that you can't take normal actions. So moving, right, is pretty much impossible right now. You can barely move. If you do move, you're gonna move at maybe half the rate at most, and that's gonna cause more exhaustion. So pretty much you're almost helpless in your current state. You're very, very tired, sleep deprived, exhausted, was wet, was exhausted, very tired, barely able to stay awake right now. And you start to see things in the trees. They're about 3 foot long, and you can barely focus your vision on these things to if you're observing them from a distance. They're keeping their distance at the moment, but they're currently positioned at. You didn't see them until they got pretty close. Um, they're like just hanging on the trees, watching you, kind of nibbling at the bark. They're moving in a strange manner, like a worm, pretty much, rubbing and curling and bumping up against a tree, rubbing its body against it, pretty much shaking rapidly. They're about 3 foot long. They look like these massive flies that have yellow and black stripes. They look similar to a bee.
Hey, Magnus, are you also seeing this?
They're about 30 feet up in the trees right now.
See this? Yeah, this is not good.
But the closest one is 20 feet on a tree. That's the closest one. The others are about 30 feet up and higher.
Hmm. Wait, how many of those are there? Three?
You can see 3 of them at the moment.
Wait, what is this we're seeing? I'm sorry. Egan,
What?
what is this we're seeing?
What is who saying?
What are we seeing up in the trees?
You
The
see
three
this
of
3 foot long flies with yellow and black stripes that look similar to a bee.
fuck. Okay. And
Large,
there's three of
monstrous
them.
insects. There are about 3 of them at the moment.
Are we still not able to take action because of our penalties?
You can take action. It's nearly impossible, right?
Okay.
You're considered bedridden. So you can barely stay awake at this moment. Barely step up. Barely walk. Everything is at a -7 penalty total. With your stated penalties and your bedridden penalty, it's a -4. Total penalty for both of you is -7. Nearly impossible to fight. You need to
Hey,
be very lucky to land any hits.
we could maybe try and make sure we don't get detected by them and head to rest. Is the fire still
Yeah.
going?
Yes.
I
I
think
feel like the fire is the only thing that would attract their attention. So if we maybe extinguish the fire and try and rest, we can make it through the night without having to deal with them.
do we have does anyone have a tinder box?
I
You have an
unfortunately
open
don't.
fire currently. You're trying to light something on fire.
I
You
mean,
can just grab a flaming stick.
yeah. All right. Well then, can I grab a stick from around me and light it on fire?
Mhm. It doesn't burn very
And
long,
I'm
but it's the tip of it's on fire now.
uh, for how long do you would it burn?
Maybe a minute. You don't have
Oh,
any
okay.
like thing to burn on
I'll
there. It's
kind
just
of
bare wood.
I'll
Yeah.
kind of take the stick a little bit further. Maybe they're attracted to the smoke of it, and I'll
Mhm.
kind of position it a little further away from the camp, and then I tell Magnus we should probably extinguish the fire.
So you can do what do you do? Like, give me the order. Are you going off first with the stick, or are you telling him this before you leave?
I tell him that we should probably extinguish the fire first, and then I go like 10, 15 feet or 20 feet away from the camp and place the stick slash torch over there.
Now, all the clothes and equipment is still drying, so if you put out the fire, you'll stop the process of drying all the clothes.
Cool. I
Um,
thought they were already dry.
Nope, it takes a day to dry. They've been drying
Okay.
overnight while everyone's sleeping.
Hmm.
we could
With
cover
one
it
fire
maybe.
going, yeah, it's gonna take a while to dry all of the gear.
Hmm.
I feel like since we're unable to fight these at all, really, um, taking some damp clothes is probably the best bet.
Yeah, I really
They're
hate
starting
that.
to get, they're starting to climb down very slowly. Some of them are getting a little lower. Those who are at 30 feet are now at 20 feet above you on their trees.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Shall we move quick? Okay. I think
There's now a total of 8.
we deal with.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We deal with hiding. I extinguish the fire. You can lay the distraction with a torch. and we hope for the
Yeah,
best. We'll explain to the others
and
in the morning, hopefully.
yeah,
All right.
Yeah, could I do that?
Do you want to
I
just
want
keep
to
watching
extinguish
them
the
or
fire.
extinguish the fire? All right. You put out the fire at this point. The fire's been put out, and it starts to get cold. Everyone else is starting to get cold. Um, the monsters, they're still in the trees. Let me see how they react to that, if it helps or not. As soon as the fire is put out, that's when you can start to hear the wings start to flap. They start to buzz rapidly, and then they start leaping on your party's position. They attack.
Fuck!
Or at least one
ah,
of them does. It
yeah,
starts to buzz. It's like warning you, right? You see it's about to hop off a tree. Do you want to defend
yeah.
against
The
it, or
fire
you want to
might have.
step back? There's 8 of them. They look quite hungry, perhaps.
Do I wake up from the noise?
We need to we need to wake up the party. This is
Alright,
not
so they're
something.
buzzing.
Yeah,
They're buzzing very loudly, like a
Okay.
warning buzz. They don't attack. They're about to attack, but perhaps they're just warning you first. Alright. So
start.
I
three
wake
means
those who are
possibly
Yeah,
asleep around the
hostile, or
party.
they are hostile, but it
we'll
doesn't mean that
wake
they
up the
attack.
party.
So,
Wait, who has the fever? It was
alright.
Fortunato and
So they may attack very soon. You start to
Fortunato
wake
is
up
the one
every
who's
member,
critically ill.
and no one is currently
yeah,
wearing much
and
clothes because you had to dry it. Wearing clothes that's wet will cause you to get exhausted and sickly quicker. So you all are
O-
currently mostly naked. Your gear is
only
unequipped naturally.
only one flyers came in for an attack, hasn't he? Ekin?
What was it?
Only one fly has got
It's
really
warning
close
you
to
pretty
us.
hard,
Okay.
right? They all start to
Um,
buzz pretty hard, right? Like their wings are flapping rapidly, getting ready to like fly upon your group.
can I draw my short bow? And
You wanna take aim?
yeah, I want to take aim at the one who's came closest to us first.
All right, this one's about 20 feet in a tree, or 15 feet now. Very, very
15.
close to you. It's
Okay,
looking
nice.
right at you.
Yeah, that's good.
You take aim. Do you want to shoot it? It's just warning you right now.
Um, no,
And you
okay.
can see most of them have gathered to one particular side of your party. They're gathering toward what appears to be where the horse is currently tied. So they're mostly eyeing the horse.
Did I wake up from the noise of the wings?
You're being
Uh,
waken up by your party members.
yeah.
Okay,
Magnus
cool.
and Aaron are going around waking you all up.
So am I awake now?
Yes, you're all awake now.
All right, bro. This is gonna turn into a bad situation, and they're going after the horse spot. I would like to dip. I'd like to dip out on my horse. I can outrun these fuckers for sure.
oh, okay.
Don't worry, guys. Don't follow me. I'll save everybody.
Okay, yeah. I'm not firing yet because
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
Alright, Uri
wait.
is starting to mount his
sacrifice.
horse.
Yeah, human
Alright.
sacrifice.
let's see how
As
they
Uri is
react.
mounting his horse, what do the rest of you do?
Um,
I can I somehow light something on fire because the fire seems to keep them off the camp for a little bit.
You want to start rekindling the fire?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try.
Do you have a tinderbox?
I don't have one. I think
I
someone
have
had one, but I don't.
but
You're
I'm
not
not.
there anymore,
Uri.
Uri. You're mounting your horse.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're splitting.
wait. Did he leave?
Oh, I'm
Did
split.
he leave his stuff in his shelter, or did he just
yeah,
take it
he
in?
didn't have time to really pick up anything.
Your gear, any gear that can be wet is gathered around the fire. This includes any clothing you're wearing, and any armor that's cloth. Metal armor can still be worn.
So he basically took the matchbox
Wait, I
with
don't have
him,
any
right?
clothes.
No
You
one's really wearing
naked.
any clothes. You had to dry it around the fire last night. It was really risky, but that was the only way to dry your clothes.
Oh
So,
shit! I didn't know that.
yes, unless you wanted to stay wet.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay wet.
All right, you slept in your clothes.
I'll
Did anyone?
I'll,
This is
I'll,
your.
I'll put.
This is your Hail Mary for all of you. I assumed because you didn't speak up, you went with what the party was doing naturally. So make sure you speak up if you're against it. But the party was drying their clothes so they wouldn't get sicker. So if you stayed wet, you're gonna get another disease check. So did anyone else not want to get wet?
I left it
Oh
there.
wait, if I get another disease check, that
It's
probably
too
means.
late. You already said it, so you're not going
All
back.
right.
So
Can I leave my pack there though? Like
sure.
wear my clothes so I'm still wet, but leave my pack there.
And the fire
Yeah.
near the fire. Okay, so it could dry. Um, all the food was soaked, right? But let's see. To properly dry off, the only person who didn't choose to properly dry off was Uri, right? Everyone else unequipped their clothing
Yeah.
to dry. Okay, so Uri
Yep.
gets another disease check. Uri, you're already having a fever, so if you fail this one, you just die. So
Yeah. I have dice
let's
cam
see.
now. I can roll.
Go ahead and make a saving throw versus disease, 1d20.
Yeah, there's one. I rolled a 15.
All right, pass. So you're just soaked. You had a terrible sleep. You could barely sleep in your wet clothes.
Yeah.
You wake up to the sound of massive insects buzzing about, and you carefully get to your horse. You mount up, and you start riding off. And let's see how they react to that. And as you're doing that, everyone else can take a different action. So before I give you the results, I'm gonna hear from everyone. I see the
Okay.
character Erwin's looking around for a tinderbox, trying to get that fire burning again.
Yeah.
Volsky, what would you like to do?
Like ready my weapons just in case.
Okay, which weapon would you prepare against them?
A, I remember having a bow, so maybe a bow.
Sure. And then Magnus, what's your action? Do you want to keep your aim on that one monster that's 15 feet? Or do you want to shoot, or do you want
15
to...
feet's pretty close. I could shoot this fucker.
It's 15 feet on a tree, yeah.
I'd like to take a shot at it.
Alright, you show hostility. Fortunato.
I'm gonna help start another fire.
Okay, so as you're helping start the fire, Magnus opens fire on the monsters. And monsters were hostile, but did not attack. So they're probably warning you. And we decide to attack them. So Magnus starts the combat in missile phase. Took aim and shot. Scored a 4 and missed. And right after his miss, the monster leaps at him.
Cool.
They can leap up to 30 feet and attack at the same rate. It crashes into him with a bite attack. And this monster's whole head expands, revealing a large face of teeth, or mouthful of teeth, and starts ripping into him. It's not your usual insect. The amount of teeth or the amount of pain that this monster can inflict is the same as a sword. 1d8, on average 4. Can kill up to 2 men in one blow. That's how deadly it might look.
Oh,
It scores
fuck.
a 10 against you. Plus 1 is 19, or sorry, 11. And your armor class is, do you know which armor you're wearing?
No, I'm not sure.
Magnus
I
is being
think.
attacked by a mouthful of teeth from a giant 3-foot long monstrous alien fly. Imagine it's like a xenomorph just full of nasty alien
That's
teeth.
not good.
Jeez.
Tears into him, leaps off this tree, and crashes into him. And takes him to the ground. Magnus was wearing just his clothes, or not even his clothes actually.
I'm
He was just in his
naked.
brace. Maybe he was wearing his robe. It's like somewhat wet, just so he could stay warm from the wind. But you're pretty much naked right now, because and you also got a -7 penalty. Keep in mind from your attack rolls. So you're barely gonna, only a nat 20 is gonna hit these things for the most part. You can barely focus on the creature. You took aim and fired anyway, and it crashed into you, dealing a total of 5 damage in the first attempt. And Magnus only had 2 hit points. That's a death blow. So saving throw versus death, 2. As soon as it crashed to him, right, and wrapped its teeth around him, it literally split him in 2 with all its teeth, tearing his upper half. Or its teeth sunk into the sides of his head and into his arms, and it starts to pull his face off, pretty much. is on the ground being ripped apart by one of these monsters. As he's
It's
being
not
torn
good.
apart, the rest of them shall react again. This time with a um, this time it's gonna be with a -2 penalty from the hostility you've shown. All right, 8
Did
-2,
did we?
or actually we attack, so they will attack. They don't react. They just attack. They've already shown hostility. May attack, will attack. Since we've shown hostility. There's a total of 8, so they all start dropping down from the trees, attacking your party. As they're
Oh,
dropping down, we may take an action again.
they're
Those who
dead.
went toward the fire, it was Fortunato
Irving, me.
and Erwin. As you guys grabbed your flint and steel and tried to start the fire up, you could hear one of the men crash to the ground and starts to be ripped apart by one of these monsters. And
Oh,
what would be your follow-up action? Do you want to turn a fight,
uh,
start running, or something else?
did did the fire start?
Nope, not yet. You're about to. You didn't have enough time. It's only been 10 seconds.
So it will take another turn for it to start, right?
It'll take a couple rounds. You have to get the tools out. You have to start striking flint and steel, and hope that it will catch fire, and the wet wood will catch fire.
Yeah, we're pretty much damned to die here.
Fortunato's gonna focus on the fire. I would have.
Fortunato keeps trying to light the fire.
Yeah,
so you ran over there,
Erwin-
Fortunato.
Wait,
You threw your pack to the
Fortunato,
ground,
wait.
and right now I see your character's pulling out the tinderbox.
Does Fortunato is he all more capable at fighting than Erwin, since Erwin didn't sleep and has all those penalties?
No, no one's really capable of fighting at the
I'm on
moment. We're all
death's bed,
bedridden.
bro.
He's got a fever. He's not even supposed to be walking around, right?
Okay,
He's like barely
well,
able. He's barely able to focus because his character's got lung disease and a fever. He's like stumbling around, and it takes him a while to get his gear off. Right? He's moving at half the rate, so
right.
he's
I'll
blurry
give
vision.
Fortunato the flint and steel, and then I'm gonna take my spear.
Do you have flint and steel, Erwin?
Well, no. I thought I had it in hand.
You can't give
He
it to him
said I
unless
was
you have
lighting.
it, right? So
Oh, I thought I was lighting the fire. Okay. Anyway, so I'll draw my spear. I think it's like drawable, right? I'm next to it.
Huh?
I can grab my spear, right?
give me one action. So it sounded like to me you were looking over Fortunato, seeing if he had better equipment than you this round. So,
Oh,
but
that's an
I would
action.
say as you're looking at him, you're unslinging your spear.
Yeah.
Volsky, you already readied a weapon against him. Your bow that you think you have. What kind of bow do you think you have, Volsky?
Now, if I remember correctly, it was a short bow, right?
Okay.
Is it long?
I'll double check. It's a long. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it's a longbow. All right. You took aim. As the first one dropped, and the next 7 are starting to drop down in your position, you took aim and fired as well. So at the same time as he was being ripped apart, you were firing, and one was landing on you. You missed. Hostile attack against you. At least one of the 8 attacked you as well. So that's 2 of 8 makes so there are attacks. There'll be 6 more attacks from the enemies. And that one landed a 10 plus 1, 11. Do you have armor? So you have a helmet and mail. So one is clinging onto
Yeah.
you, trying to get an attack on you, but your armor protects you for the time being. So one is on you. It jumped onto you, is trying to tear you apart with his bite. Okay. And then as this alien bug, this monstrous bug starts to rip into you, there were 6 other ones, and this was the moment when Uri was, mounting his horse, right? So as you guys were all doing that, again, we were deciding what everyone was doing at the same time, right? So it's not like one person does one thing at a time while everyone watches. So as all of that was happening, Uri, you just got to your horse, you're exhausted, you start to climb onto your horse, and we had to roll a reaction check for the monsters. Actually, they're just hostile, we already rolled it. So they're hostile against the whole party. One will jump on the horse, one will jump on you as you're mounting the horse. The one that jumps on the horse lands a hit, dealing 7 damage to your horse. Let's see if your horse survives or not.
Of course he does. He's fine. He's got 2 health. Damn, that was a close one.
Alright, I gotta roll for its hits. Okay. Your horse has... Yeah, it's a normal horse, not a monster's horse. So we're gonna do a d4s. Actually, we'll do it. So, 10, 13 hit points total. It took 7 damage. So, it's pretty badly wounded. One lands on the horse and starts ripping into it. The horse falls on its side almost.
Yeah.
As it takes heavy damage. Your horse is now at 6 of 13 hit points.
Okay.
And then you, on the other hand, get attacked as well. What armor do you have?
I have plate and a helmet.
Plate and helmet, +5 or -5. Do you have a dexterity bonus?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? What is it then?
Check real quick.
Alright. So if you guys know your stuff, this will go a lot smoother.
Yeah, I know. Not in my room right now.
Alright, Uri. Normal dexterity. You're hit. You take
What the fuck? Damn.
5 damage.
I'm dead, y'all.
Saving throw versus death. The heavily armored magic user is starting to mount his horse when one of the monsters land on him. And he survived. Or go ahead and roll your own saving throw, since you're rolling with your own dice.
Alright.
Make sure we can see it.
I rolled a fail. I rolled a 3. I'm dead, y'all. Dead as hell.
So as he's about to mount his horse, one crashes into him from behind, brings him to the ground, and starts ripping into him, right? It's a massive, 3-foot long fly. So he's being ripped apart and killed. Matt is being ripped apart and killed in that same round. And that was 4 out of the 8 that need attack. So there's 4 more attacks headed your party's way. Another one flew down for Madness since he was hostile. He's already dead actually, so it would go down toward whoever's not dead. Let's see. Another would go down to Volsky since she was hostile and she's not dead yet. So that's the 5th one that attacks the same round. Missed. There's 3 more that have to attack. One will go on to Fortunato, who's still in the area. Fortunato, you're in a daze. You went toward a fire. You look like a drunken man, just like trying to get your gear out in this horrible condition or situation. And one of the monsters drops down on you, misses, crashes on the ground, and it's like right next to you. It's about to crawl at you, right, and jump on you again. As it missed you, another one jumped down for Erwin, who turned around and slinging a spear and watching you carefully. Not sure what to do. He's kind of a rookie still. And it hits him. He crashes into the ground. One of them slams him into the floor as he was trying to unsling his spear, and starts ripping into him, dealing a total of 2 damage. He might have survived it. He's a fighter after all. Do you know how many hit points you have, Erwin?
Sorry?
Do you know how many hit points you have?
I think I was at full HP if I didn't take any damage from like exhaustion or.
Like how many hits? What's the number?
6 if I believe.
Alright, you're at 4 or 6
HP.
then. Good to go. Alright. So Erwin's lightly wounded on the ground. There's one more that needs to attack still. So this one's gonna go for the horse again. It's 2 on the horse. Missed. Okay, so lands near the horse but doesn't get the hit. So they're all with you guys. The whole swarm of these 3-foot long flies, demon flies, right? That open up mouths that deal enough damage to kill up to 2 men in one blow. So there's demon flies, like basically like these, nasty fairies pretty much, all around you, tearing your party apart. The horse the horse is riding off at this point into the distance, or actually it tries to break the lead as it's being killed. So let's see if it can force its way off the lead. It did. Alright, so it broke the rope that was holding it to a tree and ran off, or maybe even broke the branch that it was tied to, and starts riding off with one of them still kind of hanging onto it. So then that eliminates one of the monsters at least. There's 7 that you have to deal with still. So let's see whether you're gonna flee from them or kill them. Let's see, but one's out. Nuts of certainty. Let's see. 7. Okay, so then there's 7 left to deal with. We're going into the second round of combat, 20 seconds into the madness. For the remainder of the game, because you're dead now, Magnus and Uri, you may watch to see how it ends, or at this point, take a leave. Unfortunately, it's game over for you both. We made some wrong decisions, unfortunately, or they weren't the worst decisions, but weren't the best ones either. So, it led up to the end of your campaign. So tonight your campaign ends, minus the medium. You have survived a couple adventures perhaps, but tonight it ends here. You succumb, or you have been killed by a 3-foot long carnivorous fly known as the rubber fly. And same for you, Uri. You have both been killed by rubber flies within this encounter. So hopefully you can learn from this death, and the next one you can be better about it. But that's the end of your tale. The brave tale of Uri the veteran did not ever get to warrior class, but he did survive many expeditions perhaps, although not frequent. He would adventure. This day he would die. Let's see. He did make the attempt to flee, but it wasn't enough against something like this that moves very quickly on in the air. Right. We made a decision to attack them. They will attack back naturally. All right. So you guys do what you will, but thank you for playing, and until the next one. So
Wait,
we do have some members
did
still
we
trying
all
to flee
die?
the situation. What was that?
Oh no, no, sorry.
They're
I
just
thought
done.
you were
Those 2 are
talking to
done
all of
playing.
us. Yeah,
Yeah. So the
yeah. I
rest of
thought you were
you stick
talking to all of
around
us.
to the end, uh, if you can. So Fortunato,
Yeah.
you're in a bad condition, but looks like God was on your side for just a round longer.
Yep.
Let's see. Combat's attacking them is almost no chance, right? So doing anything else would be far better than attacking.
Yeah, at this point, Fortunato's probably just gonna get up and run off in a random direction and start praying for divine intervention.
Alright, Fortunato, this
Yeah.
round you start running. Which direction? Random or do you
I
want
mean,
to pick?
it's nighttime, so I can't choose like a
It's not night,
direction.
it's afternoon.
Afternoon? Oh.
Yeah, you guys were sleeping during the day.
I'm gonna start running north towards.
You start running north,
towards Gavilan.
upstream.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fleeing. You like get up and start running as fast as you can. Volsky, you're about to be surrounded soon. What's your next action? Oh, your retainer's
Can I
here too. I
just
forgot about him. But he woke up and is at your side, and he's actually attacking some of the monsters near you. He took one swing against the one near you, hoping to kill it. Scored a miss. All right, what's your action this round?
can I just scream at him and tell him to leave? Just grab my stuff and leave. The pay will
Alright.
be in my bag.
So you're like, grab my stuff and leave, right? You just yelled that.
Yes.
And this round you're saying to him, your pay's in the bag, right? And do you want to keep fighting, or do you want to start running, or
I'll try to distract the horde and just
keep fighting?
lead. Yeah.
Use a spell? Okay, keep fighting. Alright, you stand your ground. You're switching to a melee weapon? Because they're entering melee with you. There's one in melee.
Yeah.
Alright, what's your melee weapon?
I think it was a spear as well. I don't remember.
Looks like you've got a two-handed sword. Do you want to use it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. At this point, the bow is dropped, and you draw your two-hander, and the monsters gather around you as you prepare to fight them. Let's see. Erwin, what is your action?
This is hard. I will just charge at one of the bugs that is next to Vosky.
Okay, you join the melee. The melee begins,
Mm,
and the rubber flies, they gather around. There are 7 of them. We engage them in melee. I'm going to roll morale to see if your retainer listens to you. He is neutral, he will do whatever is reasonable. But safety comes first for him. And he did promise you though that he would fight with his life if need be. 11, that is a breaking of morale. So that means he does not listen to you. He can do whatever he wishes. In this case, he'll do what his alignment calls, which would be to do the reasonable thing, which is straight up run. So he's just running north as fast as he can, and he's running after Fortunato. The two of them are running away, and the flies seem more concerned with the ones who are dead, so they can begin eating, or the ones who are still here. So that's gonna be Volsky and Irwin. You have chosen death. 7 of them gather around you and begin to tear you apart. You can defend yourself for maybe a round. Volsky, you have your two-handed sword. We'll roll a initiative against them. The flies, they jump, and their attacks are definitely quicker than a two-handed sword. So actually, but you do have reach with it. So, but one is already in melee range of you. So since there are so many factors to think about, to keep it simple, we're just gonna roll initiative. And same with Erwin. So we'll do a party initiative. It's you versus them. Okay. With the party
Yep.
initiative, this means unless you, there's 3 methods you can do here. We can calculate the weapon sizes if you want. That's the most complex way to guarantee success. Or there's party initiative. If you guys win, you both will attack before they can. If they win, they all will attack before your party can. The last choice is individual initiative. So everyone rolls an initiative,
I
which
think
can mean
party initiative would be the best.
okay. Best bet. Red is hostile, blue is friendly. Your party wins. It has one more chance to kill
Okay.
some monsters before they get killed. So within moments, as Erwin, you got tackled down by a monster, you threw it off of you, got up, monsters come flying in every direction, spear in hand, you thrust the closest one on your way to Volsky. Let's see if you hit or not. In the madness, you thrust your spear and doesn't touch any of them. 3 of the 7 crash against you. So let's see if any of them kill you. Miss. 10 is a hit against you because you have no armor. Hit. This is a 9, but that's gonna be a miss. 13 right there. 12 plus 1, 13. 2 hits out of the 3. The 2 that hit you land 8 damage, killing blow. 5 damage, and killing blow. So first one is gonna cause a saving throw for his death. So it doesn't kill you outright. The first one that actually lands a hit. So 1 crashes into you and hits you and deals enough damage to cause a death blow, which doesn't kill you outright. The next one to tackle you, as you got up on your feet, brought you back on your knees, and is chewing into your neck, while another one crashes into your gut and pulls out your intestines, right, with its teeth. And that's the ensuring, or the double tap right there. So you got double tapped, and then that's the end of your story tonight. Everyone survived 2 expeditions, or he survived 1 and died on the second one, unfortunately. Didn't get too far, but hopefully learned a little bit and got to experience the game. But that's it. You can see how it ends for Volsky as well. Or you can take off early if you want. But Volsky, it's up to you now. Let's see how you hold up. You swing your two-hander, and you landed a hit against 1, dealing 3 damage. What's your strength?
My strength is
12.
12.
Okay. No bonus. 3 damage. Let's see if it's a kill or not. You managed to kill 1. You just managed. The smallest one came toward you, and you managed to split him in 2, while the others gather around you and tear you apart. So at least you take 1 down with you before you die. 15 hit, 5 miss. Or you have mail and helmet, 15 still hit against you. Because your armor class is considered 6 right now. So there's only 4 attacking you right now. You killed 1 actually, so there's 3 attacking you. So 1 hits you. 11 plus 1, 12, miss. Only 1 out of the 4 hit you this round, so you might survive 1 more round. You took a total of 6 damage. How many hit points does Volsky have?
2.
2. Death blow. Alright. After splitting 1 in 2, 1 lands a hit, causing a death blow, and it's outright death. It crashes in from behind you, jabs its mouth into your throat, and just pulls your neck off, or pulls your head off. And that's the end of Volsky. Ripped apart by these giant 3-foot long alien or monstrous flies. They spill acid into you and just tear you apart, right? The party is destroyed. A failed expedition, unfortunately. We were a bit unlucky for this one. Those who fled, you chose to flee, and you're getting away. It looks like they got what they wanted, which was some meat. They are carnivorous flies that want meat and may attack humans, and in this case they did because you attacked them.
Wait, who survived? Who survived for the for fleeing?
One
except
survivor,
for the...
2 survivors. They did not show hostility. One of you tried to flee, but there was no dead bodies at the moment or at that time, so you were targeted. Naturally, they actually just wanted the horse, I think, but then you guys attacked.
So,
Alright.
so
So
who
then,
are the survivors? The guy that was fighting, that was hired
Fortunato
and...
and the retainer, they're getting back to town.
Fortunato. Oh,
Yep.
right, yeah.
He did not show hostility at all, and when the moment came where everyone was still fighting, he ran. So we got a roll to see if you get back safely. The only roll that's important is a wonder monster check on the way back. Alright, we're fine. Exhausted beyond your imagination, pretty much. You've never been this exhausted before. You have a fever, you're bedridden, you're not even supposed to be walking. The character says if you're bedridden, you can't do nothing but rest. But you press on anyway, and the penalty for that would be you move half the rate. Therefore, it would take you 2 days to get to Gavilan. You're extremely exhausted by the time you're like dead exhausted. You could die of exhaustion. Therefore, because of that, marking your condition, it takes you again your rate. It's gonna take you 2 days to get to Gavilan. With some rest included, there would be moments where your character just can't even take another step again. He just falls over. But you and the retainer try to get home together, and you try marching your state. You just get slower and slower every day that you don't rest. So you do actually have to take a rest, or we could do a rest before you march back to town. So as you got away from the monsters, we'll rest, and then we'll march back to the town in a slightly better condition. You want to do that, or do you want to just march on non-stop?
We'll take a rest.
So after the encounter, you'll try to get some sleep, rest up. Therefore, you're not tired anymore from you get sleep, so you're no longer tired at all. The only penalty now after a day of rest is hunger penalty, -1, and disease penalty, which was the fever.
Yeah.
The fever causes a -4 collectively because it's considered bedridden disease. So you shouldn't be able to do anything, but because you're still trying, we'll give you a -4. That's the highest penalty you can receive from one condition. So -5 penalty total and half movement. So which will put your character, who is medium footman, I think, to heavy footman. So then it will just take you'll be marching at the rate of 6 miles a day. So it just takes you 2 days to get to Gavilan in your condition. We'll do that. So we already rolled 1, or actually we have to do the encounters at night and rest. It was fine. We did 1 day of travel already. We already rolled for 1 day of travel. We're gonna do it the last day of travel. But first, before we can do the last day of travel, we have to do 2 more nights, or 16 more hours of rest. Rest time, sleep time, you were fine. And the final day of travel to Gavilan, you were fine. Okay. Nothing encountered on the way back, fortunately, despite how slow your party moved. You get back into town, barely able to stand anymore from your disease. The main thing that was causing you so much pain was hunger and disease, just being sick. But you did get enough sleep out there, the sleep that you needed. So you do get back to town, just sickly and hungry. But the fever, you will heal naturally from the fever after a month, I think, or with medicine it will take you a week. A cold you can cure over a week naturally from rest and food, but from medicine maybe overnight you can
Yeah.
heal from. You can start to heal. Did you want to pay for medicine?
I'm broke.
Oh shoot. So for your
Uh,
next
uh,
adventure, you're still gonna have a fever and you're still gonna have lung disease.
can I go to the
So
temple and beg?
uh
I mean, at this point too, I've lost all my gear too. I've lost everything
yeah,
because
you
I left
lost your
everything. I lost my
any
armor.
cloth items were left behind. Any metal items or things that did not need a long time to dry, you kept with you. So like your weapons still in your belt.
Okay.
Guess your belt is kind of soaked still. Leather takes a while to dry, maybe a day. It should be dry by now by the time you get back.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. The rest of your gear, any soft gear, any non-metal gear, is pretty much gone. If you have metal armor on, then you're still wearing it.
No, I had Gambison, so that's gone.
Okay.
I had a helmet, so I guess I keep that.
But yeah, another failed expedition this week. Last expedition I think was didn't go too well either. There was no one died, but there were no profits. So hopefully we can learn from this. The game is coming to an end, so instead of the usual rewards, let's discuss what we could do better so that you guys can win next game. So we lost another game tonight, unfortunately. Lose some, win some. Tonight's another lost. Uh, what do you guys think caused you guys to fail this week, besides weather?
Well,
That's
yeah, weather. We also were pretty unfocused on our well-being in the beginning, so I mean, I can't speak for all of us, maybe, so I wasn't, which
Not as
led me
attentive.
to have disadvantage. Yeah.
Follow the leader blindly to your death. All right. Um,
And also, we were kind of trapped in there because you said
that was a rough
the
situation.
bugs, yeah, the bugs were too fast to escape them, so I got scared and I said I can't do anything, so
Indeed,
better
indeed.
better die protecting someone than just
Then
try
die for
running
nothing.
away and
Yeah.
die. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like how Uri died on the way out, trying to flee
unless we
for his
have
life.
like tents or anything, we should just avoid the weather. Honestly.
Yeah.
Uri, you did make the right decision to try to flee. But unfortunately, because of the hostility shown and you were still in the area, you could not exactly escape. So if the whole party was on board, if you got them all to escape with you, that would have been your saving grace. But you decided to flee on your own, without saying a word, and because of that, their actions caused your death, if that makes sense. And your action would have caused their death too, because you just left them to die, right? Without saying a word. So if you coordinated and you communicated together and worked as a team, you guys might have survived the encounter, right? So again, right, when I rolled reactions, doesn't mean that they're gonna fight you. Yeah, they may be hostile, but hostile is not the same as attacking. So, and attacking them will typically mean that you want to fight, and they're gonna attack back. So, unfortunately, that also started off the slaughter, right? But hopefully we can learn from that too. Not everything has to end in bloodshed. Of course, if you're, I highly recommend you kill them if you definitely have a good chance, right? You guys are monster hunters after all. But a situation like that where you're outnumbered, 8 against 5 or 6, yeah, not a good call. Let's see. All right, but it's okay. We're learning. So I know that it was rough for a lot of us this week, this past week, but I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you coming here, showing up, playing, and I hope you're still having fun despite losing. Losing can still be fun sometimes, right? Maybe not all the time, but um,
Yeah.
some of you got out with your life. Some of you should have gone out with your life, I would say, but because failure to communicate, I would say it didn't work out. One of you just got very lucky, right? Again, if you do read into the book, they're carnivorous flies. They may attack humans, but it doesn't say that they will attack humans on sight, and they did not attack you guys on sight. Um, but yeah,
Well,
next
I'm
time,
pleased with the
yeah.
way I died.
Any
I think it
questions,
was
any
pretty cool.
concerns, or anything you guys want to talk about before I take off?
I actually have
Yeah,
one.
yeah, me too.
Sorry, what was that, Sylvia?
Sylvia, you say something.
I just wanted to ask if like Erwin or Edward has my stuff.
Edward,
Me?
no, he
I
did not take it. He just ran off.
Oh,
So you'll be starting a fresh character next time you play.
that's fine.
And
Yeah,
then,
yeah. Thank you.
yeah, Sylvia, yeah, retainers are definitely helpful, but you should try to focus on keeping your own character alive too. I know you like to take care of your retainers very good, but your life, I would say, is more important than any other retainer's life. So, you should always put yourself before others if you can, unless you're lawful. But then, still, don't be suicidal for someone you can't really trust. You just met the guy, so let's see. Uh, Erwin,
Yeah, I'll
what was your
keep that in
question,
mind.
or Peter?
Well, I was wondering, tomorrow are we doing the same time or are we doing a session
It's probably gonna be an
after
early
all?
session, so 1000, because I have work the following day, so I can't play late at
Okay.
night. But I
Okay,
probably will be
so
running another game today, because it's Saturday. It's my day to stay up late,
yeah,
so.
I
If you
mean,
guys are going to
if
sleep though,
you're
that's fine.
gonna,
So.
no, I don't have to go to sleep. It's just, um, I have a birthday party that I have to
Oh,
attend
okay,
to,
no
and I
worries.
can only do it afterwards. And I don't know if
hmm
you'll be awake at that time.
The next game, if I do run, will be at 2000 JST. My usual times are 10, 15, and 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20.
so that's gonna be in about 2 hours
Mm,
from now.
yeah, so I don't think I can attend that one.
No worries. But well, there will be another one tomorrow. You can show up for that one.
It's. I don't think I can show up for this one or the one for tomorrow because tomorrow it's too
Oh,
early
all
for
good.
me.
All right.
Well,
Well, y'all have a
yeah.
good night, and yeah, I hope to see you all at the next one.
Yeah,
Thank you for
I
playing.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Yep.
Have a nice night.